Episode 82. Thank you.
I was not expecting applause for us today.
Yeah, no. I guess it's the last two episodes. I told Bradley the other day that I feel like the beginning of the season it kind of lacked a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Kind of lacked.
We were kind of lacking. I'm not gonna lie. But so I feel like the last two or three have been pretty good.
Yeah, I feel like they've been pretty solid, but also we've almost gotten a routine of every other week for a long time until really this month. I feel like we've been pretty consistent with it. Yeah, able to do it. We had some up and downs. You know, we had to do the unexpected Murph and everything. We expected it but forgot about it. And then we had our iPad baby segment, and then just kind of rolled into it, which is funny because the last few episodes have been good, but also have been ones that I was like, I kind of cut it short. I'm like, hey, we maybe make this shorter, just because it's been busy in life right now. And this one may be short too, I don't know. But at the same time, because I feel like when we try to make it short, we end up rushing, and then it's not as solid. I know Josh a long time ago, like on season 2, maybe 1, he was like, I think it's probably season 1 because we finally kind of got a groove, but he was like, we just did an episode and we just talk, and then finally the conversation kind of died and we ended it. He was like, oh yeah, that was really good. Like I felt like you didn't rush anything. It went really well. So I feel like we're getting better at that. Try not to rush. But if I do rush, I'm going to rush like the very last minute, you know. Try to let us say what we want to say, and then when we're done, you know, end it.
What is that app?
That is Freeform.
Which
so
it looks like the old 90s like cups.
No.
Kind of.
The design. It does. So you can it's like a big whiteboard for yourself. You actually have it on your phone, I think.
Do I?
Well, let me see. I'm trying to search it.
Yeah. Huh.
And then you can just go in there and just and you can make it as long as you want, whatever. Like, it's really easy to collect your thoughts. I never use it though, because my thoughts are all collected.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Actually, no. I was talking to a customer today, and I was like saying something. Then I paused, and I was like, "I'm sorry, I can't multitask." I was like, my brain's everywhere right now. It's just a long day, so.
I get that.
Yeah. I mean, it can happen, and when it's hot, it makes it worse. And by golly,
it's hot.
It's been hot. It's hot.
Yeah, we need the Will Smith. Like, that's hot.
That is hot.
Yeah.
There was a sound bite when we went on our trip. Oh, I'll talk about it later, I guess. But it's the sound of a rock hitting water. Go boop. Mm-hmm. It's a very good sound.
Okay.
I was talking to the guys, and like, oh, we should put that as a sound bite in our podcast. I don't know when we would use it, but we should get it.
Yeah, just for no reason.
Yeah.
Funny.
I guess we can go straight into local news, and I can talk about that. Go ahead and ask me what I did this weekend.
Ryan, what did you do this weekend?
Hey, dude. Hey, thanks for asking without any need to be pushed to ask.
Yeah. Usually you just talk, so.
That is very, very much facts. So, I know you know, but so we do like this disciple group, me, Steven, and 3 other guys, sometimes 4 to 5, just depends, and just kind of discipling some youth in our youth group. And I'll be the first to say that normally it's helping disciple me as well. But anyways, we took the guys out for a camping trip. Really wouldn't like camping. We'd stayed in the Airbnb, but in Arkansas to kayak and to hike. Steven was not able to go. Got work priorities. You said your boss was out of town, right?
My boss was out of town, and then our foreman.
Yeah.
was out of town. So it was just me and Brad.
Yeah, and that's kind of sucked too, because Brad's a part of that group that normally goes, and so he wasn't able to go. So it was, you could tell the emptiness. You can feel the emptiness of not having Brad and not having you.
No Galyeans around.
Yeah. But there was, because y'all would have been the third set of brothers that'd be there.
Luke and his brothers were there.
Luke, Brett, and then Will and Sam.
Did Seth and Tate not go?
Seth did. Tate couldn't go.
And then Dylan went, but Colin didn't go, right?
And Dylan, but Colin didn't go. Yeah, Tate had a car accident.
I heard about that.
Yeah, but so he had to stay to work on his car, but then he said that he ended up not doing it because they wouldn't let him. So he probably could have went. So I was like, oh well. But overall, 10 out of 10 trip. It was great. You know, there's never a dull moment with those guys. I feel like we're always laughing. Something's always happening.
Yeah.
Got a good crisp burn all over my body. And I guess because I'm fat. But you're sitting on the kayak and you got the little rolls. Dude, I'll show you later. I don't want to show the camera. But like, it's like little tiger stripes. Like red, white, red, white. It's pretty bad. But my stomach actually doesn't really hurt that bad. It's mainly like my legs, which I never get sunburn on my legs. Obviously, my thighs.
So white.
Yeah. My thighs still pretty bad. And then my shoulders. But so, dude, Nicholas Gonzalez, dude. That guy.
Yeah. What about him?
He planned this kayaking part. And he planned a whole lot. So props to him. He did great and everything. He coordinated a whole lot. But the kayaking trip was like either 2 to 4 hours, 4 to 6, or like 8 to 10 or something. I don't know. He chooses a 6-hour kayak. That's a long time to kayak, dude.
Yeah.
My bachelor party, we kayaked for like, it was like a 2 to 3 hours, and we probably only kayaked 2 of it. I think we just did it faster. I don't think it took a whole long time.
Yeah, we got burnt from that.
That's still the worst burn I ever had.
Yeah, same.
And I was so, like, I was in the back of my head so worried about it. Because, like, we started it off, and I didn't realize we were doing the 6-mile one first, right? Mm-hmm. So, you know.
You're going hard?
Yeah. I'm going hard.
Hard in the paint.
Hard in the paint, hard in the water. Splash zone, dude. And then we get to, like, a little island. We're like, hey, let's eat lunch. You know, old sandwich. Old sandwich slap when you're on the water. Whether it's peanut butter J or it's ham and cheese, it gonna slap. Mm-hmm. And it slapped, it did. And slap, it did.
What about the pimento and cheese?
What is it? That's like cheese and cheese?
Is that the cheese and like the little red peppers in it or whatever? No?
That sounds nasty. Like the little orange stuff?
Yeah, it's kind of orange. No? You're making a grilled cheese?
I bet you could have grilled it. Put a little piece of metal in there. Although it still was not as hot as it is here. But anyways, so we get to lunch, eat our lunch, and Nick's like, yeah, we're about a mile and mile 0.7 on the river right now. We're already been on there for like 2 hours.
Oh, I told Nick to shut up.
Yeah, I know. And we're like, and that's when he told us we're going 6 hours, or it's 6 miles. It's the whole thing. And it's like, yeah, so we're only like a mile and a half out of 6 miles until we get to the cave. And the cave is supposed to be the very end, I think. I'm like, all right, cool. So we kayak, and at this point, we're already all tired. But we just ate, so we're juiced up. We're good to go. Mm-hmm. We start going a little more. Mm-hmm. And we get to this big old rock. So a lot of it's shallow. Almost everything's shallow. So when you get on the little rapids, you pretty much have to walk. There's like a few that you can actually go down. And then, like, it's so shallow, it never really goes above your waist. But a few times. One time it was super deep, maybe like 10, 12 feet deep. And then another time it was like, they said 10 feet, but I definitely know it was 8 feet. Because, so we get there, and it's just literally like this little section smaller than this room that is 8 feet deep, right? And then there's a rock kind of facing down like this. And we're like, hey, let's jump off this rock into this tiny hole and try not to break our legs. So a couple of people started doing it. More of the shorter guys.
Yeah, Will.
Yeah. Yeah, Will went. I think Caleb had gone. And then Cade finally went. And Cade's a little taller. So I was like, okay, tall. Feels a little better. And I'm like, I think I'm going to do this. But I was scared. I was like, dude, I'm going to slip or I'm going to jump in there and break my leg and I'm done. Leg decapitated. Except for that doesn't make any sense. Legs
amputated.
Decapitated. And so I climb up there. And, you know, sometimes, like, when you know you're going to be scared, you just have to do the whole count 1 to 3, but you jump on 2. Kind of like when you're skydiving, you know?
Yeah.
Well, you have to have it in your mind, like, okay, on 3, like, there's nothing else. I'm just going to do it. If I die, I die. Yeah. At least I did it. Mm-hmm. And that's how it was skydiving. And maybe not as scared. So I get up there. Caleb just jumped. And I'm like, all right, just do it. 1, 2, and you, like, kind of jump on 3. Go. And as soon as I land in the water, my hands touch the ground first, not my feet, which is weird. But my hands touch the ground, and they come right up, and that's why I figured it's like about 8 feet deep. So it really wasn't super deep. So we did that for a little bit, And then we kept on kayaking, making our way downtown. And, and I tell you, my brain is not working right. And then we were like tired, dude. So tired. I'm already getting crisp. I knew I was getting sunburnt, so I put my shirt back on for like an hour. Mm-hmm. And then I want to get back in the water, so I took it off. And then...
Wet your shirt and put it on?
I thought about it, but I was like, I really wanted my shirt to kind of stay dry, even though it's in my kayak, but I never flipped, so. And then, dude, Sam's taking forever. He's like, man, my shoulders ain't hurting. It's just my waist. I'm like, what? Your hips? He's like, yeah. I'm like, how your hips hurt? I don't know. Anyways, his hips are sore. I've been dancing to Shakira. But, so finally, dude, we make it around the corner and we see the cave. I was like, yes. Get to the cave, dude. And I try to walk up the hill like I'm about to fall. I don't know why my legs are jello, even though I've been sitting. Thought I was going to die. It was brutal. And then we had to wait like another 30 minutes for the people to get there. Then we get done. We go back to the cabin, rinse off, take a shower. And we already said, hey, the elders get to take the shower first. And I get there, not a shower for me. Trash. But I waited like one turn, and there's so many showers in the place. It was nice. Take my shower, get done, and then we like all just start chowing down on like leftover sandwiches and stuff because there's a lot of leftover food. And then Nick's like, well, I think we're still going to do a hike. And everybody's like, nah. Straight up, I was like, hey, Joe, we're better go on a hike. He's like, I ain't going. I said, you going? It was a 15-minute hike and only like 15 minutes to get there. Total of 45 minutes. 15 there, 15 hike, 15 back. Go there, do the hike, get to where we're going to go. It's supposed to be a nice waterfall, but it's dry over there, so it really wasn't one. Mm-hmm. So this is when we start throwing the rocks. So one, you got to think, the first night we did a night swim, we're skipping rocks. Second day, we're kayaking, skipping rocks, throwing rocks, jumping on logs. A lot of rocks. Then
sounds like it.
Then when we're hiking, we get big old rocks on this little cliff into this big old puddle, and we just dump it in there like guys, and it makes that sound. It was cool. Anyways, then there's another cave. So we climbed up to the other cave. Nick, Creighton, me, Jet, Caleb, and Luke. Jet's in Burks, like little sandals, okay? And I guess his feet were sunburned. We get there. Nick already had gone back down, I guess. We continue up, and Creighton's determined to get to the peak of the mountain. So us, now 5, go all the way to pretty much the peak of the mountain. And they're like, oh, well, now we got to go down. So we had to go down. Poor Jet, dude. He was dying. He had to take off his shoes. He just started walking in his socks.
Oh, yeah.
Terrible. But anyways, we finally make it down, dude. I was about dead. And then, of course, I took another shower, and then I felt sick. Went to bed, woke up the next day to leave, and I felt fine. I don't know. But needless to say, that was my weekend. It was interesting.
Yeah, it sounds like an interesting weekend. Let's see, what did I do this weekend?
What did you do, dude?
I went to a birthday party for Callan.
Nice.
And then... no, we just played, like, some card games with our friends. That was about it.
Your more important friends?
Yeah. The friends that didn't leave me. Yeah.
Hey, you were invited. That's all that matters.
And then Sunday, spent quite a bit of time in the pool, and I also got...
You get reburnt?
I got reburnt, bro.
Dang. That's not as bad. I feel like it was way worse last week. I think it's because you probably...
I don't know. It hurts worse this time.
Not really?
I guess it didn't totally heal from last week. But it might not look as bad, but it hurts worse. Like last night, it was rough going to sleep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude. Mm-hmm. Last night I was already laying down. I normally turn off the light when we go to bed. And Jessie already put some aloe on me, aloe vera. And she's like, well, I guess since your back hurts, I'll turn off the light. I said, yeah, you're going to have to do it tonight, most likely tomorrow. Said after that, it might be all right. So, we'll see how tomorrow looks.
Just like face plant on the bed and go to sleep. Mm-mm. And I woke up this morning, and I was like, peeling all over. I'm like, this is gross. And then I went and looked at my bed sheets, and there's like dead skin everywhere. I'm like, that's gross. So I went and washed them this morning. It's like, I don't know. It's just
haven't quite gotten to the real peeling part yet. Just my shoulder.
No, apparently Sierra loves peeling and she spent a long time last night just like peeling my
Dude,
arms.
yeah, it was, when we got done with the kayaking, somebody was already peeling. Maybe Luke or somebody. And then, like, a bunch of the guys just start, like, grabbing the skin and peeling. I'm like, ugh, that's nasty. Like, it's satisfying, but nasty.
It feels good, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My back's still a little too tender.
Right now?
Yeah. Like, if it was to peel right now, I wouldn't let anybody touch it. But.
All right. Any more local news? VBS.
Oh, yeah.
19 kids saved.
Yeah.
Amen.
Pretty dope. I was thinking back on the skit, and I was like, man, who is Matt Foley? I'm like, I know that name, and I was trying to figure it out. And I just knew that it had to have been a fictional character.
Uh-huh.
And so I looked it up, and it just...
SNL.
Dude, well, so... Is that what he was talking about when he did his camp devotion the other day? He said something about an SNL skit.
Yeah.
Was it that skit?
Yeah.
I was wondering because
Seth's chant was that, or his skit was about Matt Foley.
Yeah, and then
Drake's was about Trump.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty neat.
So yeah, Kevin just took that and ran with it. Like, hey, these two are like really good at these characters, and let's
continue it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Matt, and what's his McFarley? Chris McFarley.
Farley
or Farland.
He's the guy who played Tommy Boy.
Yeah. I think that's so funny. But then when I started like replaying Seth, I'm like, dude, that was perfect.
Yeah,
you know, old Matt, what he says.
I thought it was so funny. Like, the one that I thought was hilarious was the part in the plane. Like, where it was like 2 hours later, and like the president kept moving over. It was like, because I could see that happening like in a movie, where just like the transition, it's like slowly getting more annoyed.
And it was a perfect like, even though I saw them walk over to the place or whatever, it just still seemed flawless to me.
And even like Drake's expressions like got more intense every time. Like, you could tell like he was getting more like PO'd.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I wish that would have happened was that, like, because usually in movies and stuff like that, where like two characters like don't get along, they end up getting along. I just kind of wish there was like a moment where like the president and Matt Foley like connected, or like, but they never really did.
Looking for a new vice president.
That would have been hilarious, actually. What do you think about being the VP?
Yeah, but no, that skit was definitely one of the top 10 for me out of VBS.
Yeah, it was really good. It's one of the better ones in like the past few years, I would say.
Yeah, I don't know if I even watched last year's.
Last year's was like about robots.
Maybe I did watch it actually.
Something about robots.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really good. It was really fun and clever.
That's just, those guys, dude, they crack me up. And that was like, I guess, Seth is always funny, but he was funny this trip. And so was Drake. Drake just cracks me up. Like, he's just so goofy. So nerdy, though. Like, is it Joel? Piano Man guy. What's his name?
Billy Joel?
Billy Joel. Is he the guy that sings the song? It's like, and like they start saying like a bunch of things.
Possibly.
About the word. I don't know. I think it was that song. You know, it's like super fast, just a lot of like facts. I don't know. Oh, like Ryan started the fire. What is it called? The original song.
Yeah.
Ryan started the fire. Da 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 da. Ryan started the fire.
What is the?
Is it We Just Started the Fire?
We Just Started the Fire thing? Or Who Started the Fire?
Maybe Who Started the Fire.
Who knows? Is
Anyway,
that Billy Joel too?
Huh?
Is that Billy Joel?
So we're just getting like a music kick for Billy Joel.
Moving Out is my favorite by him.
We didn't start the fire.
We didn't start the fire. Yeah.
Anyways, they barely played it. They didn't give him his whole thing, but he was just like a robot.
In the skit?
No, just at the camping trip. And then they cut off the music, and then he just kept on.
Drake's little Trump.
That was so funny.
That's so funny.
It's so hilarious.
Oh, man.
Especially like when he first came out.
Yeah.
It was like perfect. And
also with the presidential music. Great.
Good stuff. Anyways.
More local news. I guess as we got to announce the break we're about to take.
I meant to do it earlier and I forgot.
Yeah.
We were on a break.
We were on. Yes.
So,
sadly, very, very sadly, we will be taking a break.
So
we do it every summer,
very
though.
sad.
Hmm?
Is that very sad?
Very sad. You can say
Might
this
quite
is
possibly worse.
you can say this is
break.
the saddest part of the episode. Very, very sad.
But so this is July 1st, so this will come out like on the 7th or 6th or something.
7th or 8th, I think, right? 8th.
I think it's the 7th.
I think it'd be the 8th. Because there's 7 days in a week.
Yeah. I'm going to officially go with the 8th.
Okay.
Anyways, I'm sorry. Anyways, so next week, the 8th, which is when this comes out, will be the last podcast until...
Sometime in August.
Yeah, we
It's
can't
only-
decided.
Yeah, because Jesse's birthday, you were
Mhm.
saying.
So we
And-
probably won't do it that week.
We just found out she's going to have like surgery that week, too.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
It just depends on how long her recovery is on, too.
Yeah.
Well, I was also thinking is... I don't know when, but Jesse's semester ends in August. I think it's towards the middle or end.
Mm-hmm.
But she only has a week off. So this may be closer to a 2-month break, especially with all that happening too. So
Okay.
it may be close to September. I don't know. We'll just see.
But
But if
get
it,
into our birthdays.
yeah,
Okay.
but
This might be the last episode, guys.
yeah, because then we're gonna have a baby in December, and it's like
Yeah, and then, yeah.
this
You
is
just never
who knows?
know.
Who knows? But so we'll probably have that. Just depends. So like whatever that week is that she's off, I'm probably not gonna do the podcast. So even if we start back, we may have a week off in between or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but that'd be a perfect week if we wanted to actually go get dinner or something
There
that
you go.
Monday. So, we'll play it by ear, see how it goes.
We'll play it by ear.
Have a busy schedule, but
This is-
we're willing to open it up for you.
This is the fact of the matter is that we're going to do whatever we want.
Yeah.
And you're all going to get an episode whenever we can.
That's the greatest thing about being an independent
About not being
podcaster.
famous.
Yeah, and not working for an actual corporation. We get to make our own schedule. Like if we
Yeah.
got paid for this, it'd be awesome. Because I'd just be taking off all the time.
Yeah, for real. For real,
These are
dude.
my vacation days, dude.
We just got to like hit up the right people. Maybe we should hit up like Ruslan. Just be, hey, have us on, bro.
Yeah, but then he'd probably like start digging into us and be like, "This is why you don't need to listen to these guys." Has like this really like clickbait type thing.
I don't think so.
He always has a clickbait.
No, but I don't think he has anything. I don't think he could use really anything against us.
Nah, he would just probably say something. I don't know. I
I
think
bet-
isn't he like Catholic or something?
No, I don't think so.
I thought he was.
I don't know. I think his takes are actually usually pretty good. I feel like he's usually like not like super like biased.
Bias. No, he's normally not. But
I enjoy listening to his stuff.
Yeah, I don't listen to everything because
I'll listen to
a lot of
everything.
negativity, but at the same time, but in a good way. I mean,
No, he's not being negative. It's the stuff he's reviewing. that
yeah,
is negative.
yeah. And he's calling out, false teachers and stuff like that. There's another guy I watched. He's pretty good, but he's so serious and he's like making me hate every Christian artist like ever. Like he was like throwing shade on like different people, which some of them like I understand he had pretty good reason, but then he was like, Toby Mac is terrible in DC talk, and I'm like, okay, well, there is some points. I think I'd still like Toby Mac. I think there's nothing wrong with Toby Mac, but like as far as DC talk goes, was it Kevin Mackey?
Mm-hmm.
He's like freaking atheist or something now,
Oh yeah.
and like
I think I did know that,
Yeah,
actually.
he's just really weird now. And I didn't really watch the whole video, but I think this guy's take was he didn't like Toby Mac because Toby Mac's still associated with Kevin Mackey. But I was like, that's kind of stupid because as a Christian, you should still love everybody. And this guy literally like is a part of like a big part of his life and like the beginning of his music career. So I would assume he would still hang out with him.
And
so.
like, let's say like something like super like bad happens to old Kev. He's probably gonna come to Toby about it.
Yeah. Or if he wants to
Yeah.
come back to the
That's
faith
what I'm
or
saying,
something.
yeah, like if something like life shattering, and he's like, okay, God, like maybe like Toby Mac's probably gonna be the person he comes to.
Yeah. And I can see like some artists like really using the fame to just be the fame and not really write and like have a heart about it. But like Toby Mac really seems pretty like
Genuine.
yeah, pretty genuine, pretty solid about it. If this guy, I can't watch a lot of his videos because it's I don't know, it's kind of like that negative. But like if he ever comes out to say, oh, Crowder, he ain't good. That'd be like, all right, I'm done. Because that guy's solid, dude. I think I told you I listened to like John Chris podcast, and he was interviewing Crowder, and it was really interesting. But speaking of which, I don't know if I told you this. You know Kevin Bacon's house on...
Oh, yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, you were telling me about that, yeah.
It's Crowder's house.
It's Crowder's house.
That is crazy.
Yeah, that's really nuts.
Anyways. You got any local news?
No, I don't guess so.
Alright, well, we're going to cut this short. No.
Alright.
I don't know if I have one story.
Do you have a work story? Because I don't think I do. So we can bypass it. We might bypass it. We're waiting. We're waiting.
You know, my brother, I don't think that I have work story did today.
Today?
No. I thought I did earlier today, but I forgot what all happened.
Okay. Entertainment. What you got? You gone to see anything? Because I have not. Oh, no.
I think I talked about how I watched Fall Guy and I didn't really get to watch it.
Yeah, you did.
But, man. So, on this trip, they decided to watch the second Lord of the Rings. I did not partake.
Just the second one?
It's a 4-hour movie. Yeah.
That is...
And also, I get a lot of backlash because I said I like Harry Potter more than Lord of the Rings.
Oh, I'm 100% with you.
With me?
Oh, yeah.
You like Harry Potter more?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I appreciate that. Don't tell Dan, though.
Don't tell Sierra.
Relationship shattering.
Like 100%.
I don't know. It's like, it's not bad. It just takes a lot out of me to watch that. Whereas Harry Potter seems more fun.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, there's more going on.
Yeah.
And like, the characters are more likable and like...
Mm-hmm. I get there's a lot of development to Lord of the Rings, but at the same time, I don't like how... I like cliffhangers, but I don't like how literally all 3 movies is literally one setting. Like, over like one...
Yeah.
It's 7 days or something. Yeah.
See, I think that's cool. Like, I think there's like a place for that.
Yeah.
Like, movies like Dune is like that to me. Like, there's a place for that, and they're made well. Absolutely. But like, I'm talking about like enjoyment.
And that's another thing too. It just seems weird because I like those type of movies are good, but like, why did we watch just the second one that day? You know what I mean? It just seems weird because like
when they're chapters, they're not satisfying by themselves.
No, that's what I feel like. I feel like you can be like, yeah, this is a great movie, but it's a good series, not a good movie. Or like, I don't know, series the right word.
Like you can't just. That's a good example of the second one. But like also just like the third one. Like we're not gonna watch just Lord of the Rings 3. Because, like, so much has happened before it. Like, it doesn't really... It's not satisfying to watch just the third one. Yeah. In my opinion. There are, like, to me. But you can pick out, like, the third Harry Potter and still have a good time. Because it's just, like... Because every year's, like, a different year.
Well, that brings me to my next point.
Go ahead.
Because they finished... They watched, like, half of it, almost to the right battle or whatever. And then the next day they talked about watching a different movie. And they're like, no, we got to finish this movie. So they finished the movie, and then they're going to watch the other movie, which was Star Wars. And they were going to watch Star Wars 3. Which I was like, dude, I'm actually down for that. Except for I was really tired and sick that night. And they wanted to watch Lord of the Rings first. So I was like, I'm out. So, for that reason, I'm out.
Star Wars was the next thing I was going to bring up, actually. And to me, the Star Wars is like a mix, though, of both. Because I feel like some of it you do kind of need all of it. But the third one...
I remember
you can watch the third one.
I remember loving the third one. Like, I don't remember a whole lot about the other ones because I was so young last time I watched it, which I was actually thinking, like, I want to rewatch them. But I don't know if Jesse, like, is going to be interested in that because you know how it is with us. It'll take forever.
Right.
But, so my question would be, you know, because Star Wars, like, I'm going to get a lot of hate for this when I say this, but I don't mean it like this. But Star Wars is like the Bible, you know?
Yeah,
you got Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, blah, 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 but they're not in chronological order or whatever. They came out, and this is the way you read them. So should I watch Star Wars like I'm reading the Bible, or should I watch Star Wars how the Bible was meant to be read?
It's good. You mean, like, do you watch 4, 5, 6?
Genesis, Job, I don't know what's after that. Or like, Genesis 1 through 5, then Job, then blah, blah, however it goes. Or should it be 6? What is it, 6 that came out first?
4, 5, 6 first.
4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, and then it was 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, that's going to take a lot out of me to watch the last
7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
I don't know what the best way to watch them is. I think if it's your first time and you literally don't know anything about Star Wars, watch it 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
I think, but if you already know the big twist and about Luke and Anakin, just start from the beginning. Because it's all gonna make more sense if you start from the beginning.
I feel like.
But then,
go ahead.
The graphics are gonna be janky because it's like early 2000 graphics, which are jank, because it's like the beginning of CGI, and then 70s graphics.
But it's still solid.
Maybe in the third one. I feel like the first two are pretty whack.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Especially the first one. Phantom Menace does not look very good. The last time I watched it, I thought it looked pretty.
As in, like, Star Wars, the first one?
Yeah.
I thought 1, 2, and 3 came out last. Other than, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
So when did episode 1 come out?
Episode 1 is what I'm talking about. The graphics in it are not that good.
Yeah, when did it come out?
Probably late 90s? Early 2000s? Late 90s?
Because the third one came out in, 2008.
That's 2006, probably.
For some reason, I got that for my birthday.
Your birthday?
And I couldn't even watch it, bro!
It was PG-13.
I was allowed to watch it until they had the whole lava scene fight.
And then they turned it off?
Yeah, that one last scene, you can't watch this, Ryan! And I'm like, no, it's not that bad. You are the chosen one!
Yeah. You were supposed to destroy this thing.
Dan and Garrett Wright were quoting that back to each other.
It's so good.
It was so funny.
And then the music's like... No, that's from episode 1, I think. I don't know.
So, yeah. But I don't know with Jess if she knows the big twist. I assume she kind of does, because everybody does. And at the same time, I haven't watched it in so long that I kind of just want to watch it the way it was intended. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3.
I don't know if that's the way it was intended, or if it's like, hey, these are making a lot of money. Let's keep making more.
Yeah, why did they start on 4?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that was like the original idea. And then it's like, oh, this really took off. So then he wrote a backstory. I don't know if it's like the backstory was there. You know what I'm saying?
Was it not a book first? So Star Wars wasn't a book originally? That's pretty impressive.
I think it's just bro's imagination.
Nice.
Yeah.
George Lucas?
Mm-hmm.
Is that guy is he still alive?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, he also made the
other
ones?
He's not really involved anymore.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. That's why they trash.
Well, the people running most of the Disney Plus stuff, is the guy that, Happy Hogan from Marvel.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, he directed the first 2 Iron Mans.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I gotcha.
Yeah, he's in charge of the Mandalorian. I don't know if he was involved with Obi-Wan or not.
Well, that's pretty impressive then that Star Wars is as big as it is. Because I feel like Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings are so big because they're books, and then they made them a movie. And I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, I think
Twilight.
Lord of the Rings, the big thing I took away from that was the cinematography. The landscapes, you can tell they were filmed on that mountain or island or whatever they are.
It wasn't CGI.
It's not CGI. It's not a green screen. Those are real horses. I don't know. To me, that was the impressive thing about those movies.
That's hard work to it.
Obviously, CGI, but
yeah. But that was the first. They said, as far as I think it was facial CGI.
Oh, mocap stuff.
Yeah, really using his facial expressions. Because that guy, whatever his name is, who's now a big CGI guy.
Andy Serkis.
Yeah, he was
he kind of pioneered it.
Yeah, he pioneered it, and he really wasn't even famous then. He was still kind of a nobody. He just kind of happened to get the gig and just really sunk his teeth into it. Yeah. So, there's a lot of things you can respect about a movie, even if you don't, absolutely love it. But
yeah, him and Benedict Cumberbatch. Mm-hmm. He's really good at it.
Because then Benedict Cumberbatch, he was in The Hobbit, right?
Yeah, he's the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
But he also
did one of those.
He also did Dormammu for Doctor Strange.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think he did something else, too. We've only seen one of the Hobbits also.
Really?
Yeah, we watched up until the last hour, and then we stopped. We pulled you and Jesse, and that was 3 months. I told her.
That's how you know it's love.
I said, if we stop here, we're not gonna finish it. anytime soon. And she, oh yeah, we'll finish like this weekekend. Bruh, like a month
Speaking
ago.
of entertainment, because me and Jesse started watching the show and we just kind of stopped because it kind of got a little weird. But as soon as we stopped, I think we just kind of did, and I think she was just wasn't interested in it. So I was like, well, I'm not going to finish it either. But it was called Based on a True Story.
That's the name of the show?
Yeah, and it's not even based on a true story.
It's all fiction. What?
Yeah. So it's Kaylee Coe from Big Bang Theory.
Oh yeah, I don't know her. I don't know how to say her last name.
Yeah, I don't either. But so she's in it. Couple other people, and I can't remember if there's another famous person. I think she's kind of like the main person. Anyways, it's kind of similar to Only Murderers in the Building. At first, it seems like a complete ripoff. So basically, they do a true crime podcast because they're so into it,
Mm-hmm.
and they decided to do a true crime podcast. But they do it about this murderer who's around, except for she found out who the murderer was, so she decided to have the murderer on her podcast and talk about it. But change his voice up so they don't know, and also so no one can track her. And because then she's guilty by association.
Right.
So, but then barely start the podcast, and just a bunch of weird crap happens, and we're like, yeah, we're done watching this. So, it was almost interesting, but it was also just super stupid. So, but yeah, so we only had 2 episodes left. There's only 5 episodes, but
there you go.
Yeah.
Netflix or Amazon Prime?
Peacock. That tells you anything.
Poker Face was on Peacock, and it was really good.
Lady Gaga?
No.
Oh, I thought it was.
The song Poker Face is Lady Gaga.
I guess that's what I thought. But I thought it was a singer in it.
There might be. Because every
Who's the
episode...
actress?
She has a really raspy voice. I can't think of her name right now. She talks like this. She has a real raspy voice. But it's every episode, she has I think I probably talked about it on here though. She has she goes with a bullcrap detector. She can just tell when someone's lying, and she goes from place to place. So every episode is in a different, because she just drives. She doesn't really have a home or a job, and every episode there is a big actor in it. There's usually a couple big actors in it, and it's every episode's just a different murder mystery. Her trying to figure out who it is. But yeah, there probably was a singer in it.
That's why I like sitcoms or just regular comedy shows are cool, because the really good ones, there are quite a few seasons, because you can tell it's just the main people, the core actors, and now they're famous, obviously, but then they really weren't. And then as the seasons go on, they slowly get bigger actors and actresses to be able to get in it and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's we're watching How I Met Your Mother, and it would just be random actors that are in it. Britney Spears is in it one time. It's so
really?
weird. And then, I don't know, there's just a bunch of different people. I think Jennifer Lopez. And you also got to think of when it was made to know who the stars were.
Yeah, I know there's one episode of The Office, at the end where they're where, spoiler alert, where Michael leaves, and they're trying to figure out how to replace him. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of all the managers that come in interview are all big name actors. Yeah. It's fun. It's Will Ferrell is one of them, but she stays around for a couple episodes. Unfortunately, and Ray Romano is one of them. From Everyone Loves Raymond. And I think Jim Carrey shows up. It's a lot of comedic actors. This is so fun. What the heck?
They give you kind of a similar vibe to Steve Carell. Yeah, or do Workaholics to me one of the all time for that, because they started off literally didn't seem to have anybody, and all of a sudden Jack Black's in it randomly, and then David Quaid. Yeah. And then David Quaid's son.
In that show.
Yeah, towards the end there's a lot of Topher Grace.
Topher Grace, isn't it?
When it got to the last season, there was just every episode was a different actor.
I think they just kind of went out on it.
Yeah.
There was who else was in that show? I thought there was quite a bit. Ben Stiller showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ben Stiller's in Friends too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bruce Willis.
There's a lot of people in Friends.
Yeah.
That's probably got the most guest stars of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Bruce Willis.
And it was cool because sometimes. A lot of times the guest stars are in it, they're in there for an episode.
And sometimes they'd stick around, yeah.
Bruce Willis was in it for half a season, probably.
Maybe. Paul Rudd, he's in the last season.
The whole last season, probably.
Yeah. Cool. Paul Rudd's in Parks and Recreation quite a bit, too.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. I heard they're making a new Hellboy.
What?
Yeah.
They just remade it.
Yeah, but apparently they're rebooting it again, and it's like a horror movie this time. I don't have like social media. I just saw like the headline on Google when you open up Google on the computer. I'm just like, what? And apparently it's supposed to be a lot darker this time, and to me the last one they made was a little too dark.
You didn't watch the last one?
Not worth it. It's like, I don't know. I'm just like, all like the hell and demons and stuff is really starting to just interest me less and less and less. Like, it's like, not like I was ever like interested in it, but it's like the older you get, the more you realize like, it's just kind of just being like pushed. As I was in the new Star Wars show, there's like a lot of witches and stuff in it. I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah, they definitely try to push that stuff now. It's terrible.
That's like why I'm kind of glad that like, I do collect movies and TV shows.
Mm-hmm.
That way, like, raising kids, why don't you watch this
instead
of what the heck is on this right now?
And you've already seen those, so you know kind of what to expect too. Yeah, man, I don't know. It's gonna be a tough time being a parent.
Yes.
So.
Yes. I got all of Ben 10 on DVD though. That's a good one.
I'll make sure to borrow it.
Your little girl gonna watch Ben 10?
I never know. She's gonna watch whatever I watch.
Then again,
Daddy's little girl.
Gwen is like magic. But hey, so is Harry Potter.
Oh yeah, that's later on though. Forgot about that.
But it's not like actual magic because they found out that she's like half alien, and it's like actually that was just her tapping into her alien powers.
You see,
the spells were just helping it or something. I don't know.
I feel like I really wasn't allowed to watch Harry Potter.
Same.
Or Lord of the Rings growing up, but apparently my brothers watched it. I don't know. Lord of the Rings, I can't. I don't think I can let my kids watch it. Not until they get to like an older age, because it is just really, really heavy, really dark. But Harry Potter, I feel like I could. There's some dark stuff too, but
there's like some dark stuff in Lord of the Rings. You just talking about like the very end, I guess, kind of with.
Man, the very end, but Gollum's pretty creepy.
Yeah.
Little trees, those things are whack.
I feel like Harry Potter gets pretty dark the last two.
Mm-hmm. I'll start them off when they're like 13.
Yeah. Yeah. And even like the MCU is getting to that too. Because like the last Doctor Strange was kind of
Mm-hmm. I didn't allow it like that.
kind of some of that
witchcraftery.
Which he is
Which
a sorcerer.
makes sense, yeah. And
it makes sense.
Scarlet.
But like summoning like souls from hell and wearing them as a cape is like not cool.
Yeah.
That's I don't know. And then
as
like
a Christian, I don't agree.
Yeah, it's just like oh no. Like I don't want like my kids saying that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like talking and like speaking with demons and stuff. And like Black Adam. Didn't you watch Black Adam? The end of that got kind of like weird and demonic.
I think I did watch it.
And then I don't know. Marvel's got the new show about Agatha coming out, and I'm pretty scared about that because like she's evil and she's a witch.
One of those
this is probably I think it's supposed to come out in September. I'm just like I don't know. I feel like they might push it. We'll see, but I don't know.
Yeah.
With the way Doctor Strange was, and like that being like Agatha's whole character, I don't know. Because she was like part of the witch trials or something. Because they show some of that in WandaVision, and I'm just like we'll see. But then again, it's Marvel. It's like I want to know everything.
I want to know the universe.
Yeah.
Oh well. Want to?
Yeah.
I don't really got a lot, honestly. I went to this guy's house at work, and I guess it could be a work story too, but he's like a part of a band called the Weather Souls. That's a pretty good band, though.
Yeah.
So I downloaded some of his songs.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's cool. Support local.
Yeah, dude.
I was gonna say Imagine Dragons album came out. Did you listen to it? It was okay. I didn't love it.
It wasn't like the single that came out.
Eyes Closed is really good.
Mm-hmm.
There's one called actually let me read. Let me read the names.
Wake up. Nice to meet you. Eyes closed. Take me to the beach.
Nice I Wake Up was okay. I liked In Your Corner, and
Okay.
I liked Don't Forget Me. I liked Fire in These Hills too.
What's up with Gods Don't Pray?
Huh?
What's up with Gods Don't
I
Pray?
don't know. I was listening to it, and I thought he was saying "I still pray." When I was like trying to listen to the lyrics, I thought he was going, "I still pray, I still pray," and I was like, "What is he praying about?" And then I looked at it, and it was called "Gods Don't Pray." And then another time the next chorus came up, realized he was saying "Gods Don't Pray."
Which I guess that does make sense.
I mean, I don't know. Jesus prayed.
Oh, hey, you right there. You right there.
Mm-hmm. He said, "Father, remove this cup if you can."
It's heavy. These people don't sin too much.
Yeah. You told me it was bad, but you didn't tell me it was like this. I'm joking. My bad.
Yeah, we thank him every day for what he done.
Yes, we do.
Amen.
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 God is good.
You listen to No Big Deal?
I started it.
I
I
listened
didn't make it
to
through
it, but I also didn't really get paying attention to it, so it's alright. I mean,
I also don't know how I feel about the title. It's been called The People We've Become.
yeah.
Well, that's been like their tag the whole time, the indie tribe. It's like, I really like the people we're becoming. It's like,
Oh, yeah.
so like, who are you though?
Mm-hmm.
So is that tag over? Like, who do you think you've become? I guess I should listen to the whole album.
I don't know. I try to listen.
I think I got like three episodes, 3 songs into it. I didn't quit listening to it because I didn't like it. It's because I got to work and I just haven't gone back to listen to it.
Yeah, No Big Deal is just one of those rappers that I'm so iffy about as far as what he thinks and believes. Sometimes it's cool.
Did you hear the new Will Smith song?
Hmm.
He put out a song and it's like kind of a Christian song. It's got the like Sunday service. I guess they're like a band, Sunday service.
Oh, yeah?
Like the choir, isn't it? And it's called like You Can Make It or You Can Still Do It or something like that. I was like, I listened to it and I was like, I don't know. Then you should at least listen to it.
I'll give it a listen. Should remind me tomorrow when probably still on my way to work.
And apparently he like made a new song for Bad Boys. But like I kind of don't want to listen to it until I've seen the movie.
Mm-hmm. That's understandable.
Yeah.
You got
That's
anything
it.
else? You guys good? Okay.
I think we're good.
Reflect,
Oh.
deflect.
Reflect and deflect.
All solid here.
It's all solid.
Yeah. No mistakes.
I guess I ought to like apologize for the joke about Jesus saying you didn't tell me it was this bad down here.
Yeah, man.
I think he knew what he was getting himself into.
Yeah, he knew. He knew.
'Cause he was
It was
there
tough, I know
He was
for
there
sure.
from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he was committed to do it. He just said, if possible,
You know, and just saying, if there's another option,
I'm all ears.
let's talk about it. Yeah.
God said, nah, dude. This is the only way you the way, Yahweh.
Yeah.
Amen.
Mop up all that blood while you're at it.
Do it.
Alright, I'm done. Listen, mop up all that blood while you're at it. I'm done.
You're going to have a stern talking to by your Lord and Jesus Christ when you get to heaven, boy.
I thought you were saying when you get home. When I get home, he's gonna chastise me.
You're going to have some hard time praying tonight, boy. Hope they get through the ceiling. You start praying like, ding, reject.
Ow.
Yeah. Anyways, I ain't got nothing else.
Me either. Goodbye, people, for like a month.
Oh, yeah, shoot. Hey, love y'all.
Ish. A month and a half ish.
A
2
month,
months.
maybe 5. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll be back.
We will be back. This is not the last one.
Like the Terminator said,
I will be back.
I will be back.
Yeah. And when we're done, we'll let you know. We'll drop one of those while we're quitting YouTube videos. Get 1 million views, and then decide not to because we got 1 million views for it.
It's a pretty good tactic.
No, I'm not.
I had another joke, but I ain't gonna say it.
All right.
Gonzalez
Galyean.
out.